Welcome to this video. Welcome to Easy Learning Z channel. Thank you so much for tuning to our YouTube channel and watching our video. We are really grateful that you always find time to revise with us. In this video, I'm going to revise with you the paper that the grade 9 external wrote in 2023. That is 2023 Mathematics, paper 1. That's the one I'm going to revise with you. So what I need you to do is please make sure as we revise, make sure you have got a pen and a paper with you. So what I will encourage you to do is please make sure you pause the video before I solve it. You pause the video and try to solve the question. Okay, when you try to solve the question, then afterwards you play the video so that you can see if you have got your answer correct or there is somewhere you have made a mistake. So if you realize that there is somewhere you have made a mistake, please you can watch the video, then try to solve it and check again. Okay, so that you can revise extensively. Basically, the reason we are here is to make sure that we prepare you for this exam, the coming exam, that is 2023 internal examination for grade 9. So make sure you do that and make sure you gain confidence. So what is going to help you to gain confidence is to revise more papers. So if there is a best place where you can go to revise more papers, come to Easy Learning Z. We have done a lot of papers and we are still doing a lot of them. Okay, so try to at least watch all the papers. Okay, thank you so much for tuning in. If you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, we invite you to subscribe to our YouTube channel. And if you find this video helpful, remember to share and like so that we can know that you appreciate our content and will be encouraged to make more. With that being said, let's go to question number 1. Question number 1 is as follows. Given that A is equal to -2 and B is equal to 5, find the value of 3B minus 4A. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to put the values of A and B in that expression. So what we need to do is first we write the expression, which is 3B minus 4A. Okay, then next we're going to put the letters, the numbers represented by the letters. So I'm going to say 3. So what is the value of B? That is 5. So I'm going to say 3 open bracket 5 close bracket minus 4 multiplied by -2. Okay, once I've done that, the next thing I'm going to evaluate those. So 3 by 5 will give me 15. Then -4 by 2 will give us +8. Then 15 plus 8 will give us 23. So the correct answer here is D. Question number 2 is as follows. Calculate simple interest on 36,000 invested in the bank at the rate of 12% per annum for 3 years. Calculate the simple interest on 36,000 kwacha invested in the bank at the rate of 12% per annum for 3 years. So what we're going to do is we're going to write the formula for interest, which is interest is equal to principal multiplied by rate multiplied by time over 100. Then we put those principal, we are told that is 36,000 kwacha multiplied by interest rate is 12%. So write times 12. Then time, that is 3 years, we write times 3 over 100. Then what we do is we cancel out the zeros down from 100 and the zeros from 36,000, leaving us with 360 kwacha times 12 times 3. So 360 kwacha times 12 will give me 4,320 times 3, which will give me 4,320 times 3 will give us 12,960 kwacha. So the interest that was made in 3 years was 12,960 kwacha, which is the correct answer is C. Okay, C is the correct answer. We go to the next question. Okay, question 4 is as follows. What is the order of matrix P, which is equal to 1, 2, 4? Okay, so when you are trying to determine the order of a matrix, what you need to do is first you start by counting the number of rows, which will be number of rows by the number of columns. So when we look at matrix P, how many rows does this matrix has? It has one row. Okay, so we write 1. Then how many columns? So when we count columns, there are 3. So there are 3 columns. So the order of this matrix will be 1 by 3, which is the correct answer is A, which is 1. Question number 5 is, which of the following is an irrational number? So an irrational number is a number that you cannot express as a fraction. Okay, you cannot express it as a fraction. That is irrational number. Now when you look at A, we have 3 over 4. That means 3 has been expressed as a fraction, or 4 has been expressed as a fraction. Then we have got 2. 2 is a whole number. That means it can't be a irrational number. C, it is the square root of 9, that is 3, which is a whole number. It cannot be an irrational number. So the correct answer is D, which is the square root of 11. So 2 and 9 can be expressed as fractions, while the square root of 11 cannot be. Okay, so that's the correct answer, which is D. D is the correct answer for question number 5. We go to question number 6. Question number 6 is as follows. Simplify 4x plus 3y minus 2x minus 3y. Okay, so what we're going to do first is I'm going to rewrite this expression, expression. Then once I've written it, then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to rearrange these terms according to their likeness. So I'll put like terms together. So I'm going to have 4x minus 2x plus 3y minus 3y. Okay, then I'm going to evaluate 4x minus 2x will give me 2x. Then 3y minus 3y, that will be 0. So the correct answer will be 2x, which is B. The correct answer will be 2x, which is B. The answer for question 6 is B. Question 7 was as follows. Write 568.497 correct to 2 significant figures. Okay, to 2 significant figures. 568, we write it correct to 2 significant figures. So what we're going to do is we're going to round off the number. So if we have to remain with 2 significant, that means we are going to get rid of the decimal number, the numbers after the decimal point. Then what we're going to do is we're going to write 568, then we round it off. So meaning we're going to remove 8 and then we round off 6. So that means we're going to say, is 8 greater than 5 or equal to 5 or less than 5? So you know that 8 is greater than 5. That means we're going to add 1 to 6 and then it's going to give us 570. So the correct answer is A. For number 7, the correct answer is A. Okay. Question number 8 is, a pyramid with 6 faces is called A. So a pyramid with 6 faces. Okay. So it's called A. Okay. So meaning we know that if a pyramid has got 6 faces, that means we subtract 1 from 6, then 1 from 6, which will give us 5. That means what shape has 5 sides? What polygon has 5 sides? What is the name of polygon which has 5 sides? That is a pentagon. So the pyramid, this is a pentagonal pyramid. This is the strategy you do every time. Whenever they ask you the number, the name of the pyramid, and they give you the number, all you need to do is just subtract 1 from that and then find this number of sides that are remaining. If it's like the way I've said it's 5, that means the polygon with 5 sides is pentagon, then the pyramid will be pentagonal pyramid. Why are we subtracting 1? 1 is the side of the base of that pyramid in question. So when you subtract 1 from that, that means that is the base side or the base face for that pyramid. Then these other sides will give you the number of sides that base has. So that is the correct answer, which is D. Okay, question 9 is as follows. Which of the following diagram shows the solution of the inequality x is greater or equal to 3? Okay, x is greater or equal to 3. Okay, so now we are talking about the shaded area. So since they are saying greater or equal to, that means the line that is cutting on 3 should be solid. Okay, so the correct answer here is B. If they said which diagram shows the inequality which is x is greater than 3, then A could have been correct. Now since they are saying is greater or equal to, that means B is correct. If they just said greater than 3, then A would have been correct. Now since they are saying greater or equal to, that means B is correct. Question 10 is as follows. In the diagram, ABCD is a trapezium. AC and BD intersect at E. Okay, they intersect. Okay, so the question is, which pair of triangle is not congruent? Okay, so we need to pay attention and identify the triangles that has been mentioned here. Okay, so A, triangle DAC and triangle CBD. Okay, are those congruent? Okay, yes, they are. We go to B, triangle EBC and triangle EAD. Are they congruent? Yes, they are. Okay, we go to C, triangle ADC and triangle AEB. Okay, are they congruent? No, they are not. Okay, so the correct answer there is C. But you can go also on D and say triangle ACD and triangle BDA. Are they congruent? Yes, they are. So the correct answer here is C. Find the density of a solid with mass of 54 grams and volume of 216 centimeter cubic. Okay, find the density of a solid with mass 54 grams and volume of 216 centimeter cubic. Okay, so what we do here is we use the formula which is density is equal to mass over volume. So what is mass? In this case, mass is 54 grams. Then what is the volume? The volume is 216 centimeter cubic. Okay, once we've done that, then we're going to divide that. So we say, can 216 go into 54? No, so we write 0. Then we add 0 to 540 and we put the decimal point here on our answer. Then we have got 0. Then we say, can 216 go into 540? Yes. How many times? 2. So when it goes 2 times, what is the remainder? That is 108. Then can 216 go into 108? 108? It can't. So what we're going to do is we're going to put 0 to 108 so that it becomes 1080. Okay. Can 216 go in 1080? Yes. How many times? 5. Is there any remainder? No. So since there are no remainder, that means our calculation has ended, and that is the density. Now the density of this solid in question is 0.25. Then we add the unit. So the unit on top we'll start writing the unit on top. So we're going to say grams per centimeter cubic, and that is the density. So the density we have found is 0.25 grams per centimeter cubic. That is the density of that solid in question. Okay, we go to the next question. Question 12 is as follows. Convert 11.11 base 2 to a number in base 10. Okay, we want to convert 11.11 in base 2 to a number in base 10. So what we're going to do is we are going to write the place values of these numbers. So before I do that, I'm going to write 11.11 here. Now once I've written that, then I'm going to multiply. First I'm going to identify the place value of these numbers so we can easily multiply them. So we can see that this one before the point is ones, then the one which is on the far left is twos. Okay, the price value is twos, the other one is ones. Okay, then this one, the price value is we'll just say 1 over 2, the other one is 1 over 4. Okay, that is the best we can for revision, so that it's easier for us to multiply. Okay, so once we have done that, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to multiply each number by its price value. So we are going to have something like this. We're going to have 1 multiplied by 2 plus 1 multiplied by 1 plus 1 multiplied by 1 over 2 plus 1 multiplied by 1 over 4. Okay, once we've done that, then we can do the actual multiplication. 1 multiplied by 2 will give us 2 plus 1 multiplied by 1 will give us 1 plus 1 multiplied by half will give us 0.5. 1 multiplied by 1 over 4 will give us 0.25. Okay, when we add this, we say 1 plus 2 plus 1 will give us 3. Then 0.5 plus 0.25 will give us 0.75. Then 3 plus 0.75 will give us 3.75, and that is the number in base C, 10. Okay, so basically that's what you need to do. If you have got questions, you can ask in the comment section. Otherwise, I'll be glad to respond to your questions. Now we go to the next question. Okay, so question 13 was as follows. Given that f of x is equal to 2x minus 5, find f of 1 over 2. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to rewrite this expression, which is f of x is equal to 2x minus 5. Then f of 1 over 2 is equal to 2 times 1 over 2 minus 5. Then when I evaluate, 2 times 1 over 2 will give us 1, which will be 1 minus 5. Then 1 minus 5, so which one is big between 1 and 5? It's 5. So what is the sign of 5? It's a negative sign. So we're going to put minus. Then we say, what is the difference between 1 and 5? The difference is 4. So our answer is going to be negative 4. So negative 4 is our correct answer. Question number 14, which is an electricity company charges 0.8 per unit of electricity plus a fixed charge of 20 kwacha. A man bought 420 units of electricity. A, find the cost of the units without the fixed charge. Okay, so to find the units for that, we're going to come up with a formula, which is cost is equal to price per unit times unit bought. So what is the price for each unit? We are told is 0.80 kwacha, which will be multiplied by the number of units, which is 420, the ones I've circled there, 420. So we multiply 0.8 by 420. So what you can do, the easiest way you can multiply this one is 1, you cancel the 0 from 420 so that it remains 4, and then you write 0.8, you write 8 as a whole number, so that you multiply 8 by, okay? Or the other way is you just change this number to be a whole number. Then when you find the answer, you move a point on the left side one time. So I'm going to use this method of changing 0.8 to be a whole number and cancelling 0 from 42. So when I do that, I'm going to get 8 times 42 give me 336. Okay, 336 kwacha. That is the amount of money that was paid for 420 units. Okay, if you have got questions, you can ask in the comment section. We go to question number 14b, which is calculate the total cost of the units bought. Now, we want to find the total money that was paid. Okay, so what we're going to do to find this, we're going to use the formula, which is total cost of units is equal to cost of units plus fixed charge. So we found that the cost of units is 336 plus the fixed charge is 20 kwacha plus 20 kwacha, which will give us 356 kwacha. This is the money that was paid, including the fixed charge. Okay, so that's how what you do. We go to the next question. Question 14 is as follows. Name the shape that is used for output in a flowchart. Okay, so you and me, we should know that parallelogram is a shape that is used for input and output. Parallelogram is the shape that is used for input and output in the flowchart. Okay, so question 15, the answer is parallelogram. Okay, question 16 is as follows. Solve the equation 6x minus 3 is equal to 3x. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to rewrite the expression here. Once I've done that, then I'm going to put like terms together. So 6, then 3x will close the equal sign and become minus. So it's going to be 6 minus 3x, 6x minus 3x, which is equal to 3. Then I'm going to evaluate that. Then I'm going to say 6 x minus 3 will give me 3x, which will be equal to 3. Then I'm going to divide both sides by 3 so that I remain with x on one side of the equal sign. So 3x divided by 3 will give me x. Then 3 divided by 3 will give me 1. So the value of x in that expression is 1. The value of x in that expression is 1. Question 17 was as follows. In the following diagram, AB is parallel to CD, angle PQC is equal to 126 degrees, and PQ is equal to PR. Okay, so what you need to do is take time and start the diagram. Then after you've done that, then you can go to the actual question, which is calculate the angle EPR. Okay, so what we need to do is, as you are studying your diagram, you should first identify the angle that you want to find. Okay, so the angle I want to find, which is EPR, is that one which I've indicated by Prague. Okay, then the next thing we need to do is let's identify the shape which is in this diagram. We can see that there is a triangle there, so that is the triangle, the one I've shown you in blue. Then we have a triangle here, so we also need to identify what type of a triangle is that one. That is isosceles triangle. What properties do we know about isosceles triangle? So as you can see from the diagram itself, isosceles triangle has got two equal sides, and since it has got two equal sides, that means the base angles are also equal. So angle PQR is equal to angle PRQ. Okay, now let's go ahead and find angle EPR. So to find angle EPR, we're going to start from finding angle PQR. Okay, so what is the value of angle PQR? The value of angle PQR is, so to find the angle of angle PQR, we're going to use the property which is angles on a straight line add up to 180 degrees. Therefore, angle PQC plus angle PQR is equal to 180 degrees. Okay, so what is the value of angle PQC? It is 126 degrees plus angle PQR, which is not known, is equal to 180. Okay, so what we do now here is we put like terms together. So we say angle QPR is equal to 180 degrees minus 126 degrees. Then when we evaluate 180 and 126, we're going to get 54 degrees. So the value of angle PQR is equal to 54 degrees. Okay, the value of angle PQR is equal to 54 degrees. Okay, now we go to the next angle. So the next angle we're going to find is angle PRQ. Angle PRQ. Okay, so to find angle PRQ, we are going to use the property which is base angles in isosceles triangle are equal. So that means angle PQR is equal to angle PRQ. Therefore, angle PQR is equal to 54, which is equal to 54 as the value of angle PRQ. So angle PRQ is also 54 degrees. Okay, we go on and find the angle EPR. So to find the angle EPR, we're going to use the property which is the size of exterior angle in a triangle is equal to the sum of two opposite interior angles. The size of exterior angle in a triangle is equal to the sum of two opposite interior angles. Okay, so this is the property we're going to use, and this property means that when we add angle PQR and angle PRQ will give us angle EPR. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to write angle PQR plus angle PRQ is equal to angle EPR. Okay, then angle QPR is equal to 54 plus angle PRQ, which is 54, so we have 54 degrees plus 54 degrees, which is equal to angle EPR. Then we add 54 plus 54, it's going to give us 108 degrees, which is equal to EPR. Therefore, the angle EPR is equal to 108 degrees. Okay, so basically this is what you do when you're solving this question. If you have got questions, you can ask in the comment section. Otherwise, let's go to the next question. Question 18 is as follows. Factorize completely 4xy minus 24y squared. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to rewrite that expression down here. Once I've done that, then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to find the factor of 4xy and 24x squared, or 24y squared, not x but 24y squared. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to say which number can go into 24. First I'll consider the coefficients. And ignore a bit of ignore about variables for a bit of time. So I'm going to say what number can go into 4 and 24, that is 4 itself. So I'm going to write 4. Then I'm going to say what variable is found in the first term and second term. What variable is found in 4xy and 24x squared? Okay, so the variable that is found in both is y. So I'm going to look at the exponent of y. Okay, the smallest exponent, that's the one I'm going to take. So the smallest exponent is y raised to the power of 1, or just y. So I'm going to have 4y, so I'm going to put y to 4, then it's going to be 4y. Then I'm going to say how many times can 4y go into 4xy? It will go x times. Then how many times can 4y go into negative 24y squared? It's going to go negative 6y. Okay, it will go negative 6y. So I'm going to have something like 4y open bracket x minus 6y. Okay, that is the correct answer. Okay, question 19 is as follows. Evaluate cube root of 8 plus square root of 36. So we say, what is the cube root of 8? That is 2. So we write 2. 2 is the number that you can multiply by itself 3 times and get the answer, which is 8. So I'll write 2. Then plus, then I'm going to say 36, the square root of 36. What is the square root of 36? Is 6. So I'm going to write 2 plus 6. Then when I evaluate 2 plus 6 will give me 8. So 8 is the correct answer on that question. Okay, we go to the next question. Question number 20 is as follows. A ship sails from point A to point B on a bearing of 083 or 083 degrees. What bearing should it take to sail from point B to point A? Okay, so first let me sketch something like how it moved. Let me just sketch something. So this is how it moved from point A to point B. Okay, so from point A to point B. So once it moved, remember this 083, this is less than 90 degrees. That means it should be like going a bit upwards. When we measure 83 degrees, if you use a protractor from the north line, okay, going clockwise. Remember, when dealing with bearings, they always move clockwise. So that means it's going to be 83, then it will like be going a bit up. Then once it has done like that, then what is the bearing when it's coming back? So what you can do is, once you have done that, then you find the value of this angle here. Okay, when you find the angle of this here. Okay, co-interior angles add up to 180. So you subtract 83 from 180, which will give you 97. Then you subtract 97 from 360 degrees. So the answer you get is the correct answer. So when you go through that process, like the way I've said, question 21 is as follows. The diagram shows set P and Q. The diagram shows set P and Q. Okay, so we have got universal set there, and then we have got those elements there, and you can take note of it. Please study it, because it's very important that you study it. And basically what I encourage you to do is, please keep on pausing the videos. This is the thing I usually say. Try to pause the question before you see how I work it out, so that you try it and then you come and check on the answers. Please keep on doing that. Okay, so the question 21A is list the set P intersection Q. So P intersection Q is equal to, so P intersection Q, so when we talk about intersection, we're talking about the middle part here, which is, we have got B and C. So the members of P intersection Q is B and C. Okay, so we write it like they have written there, that is B and C. Question B, which is list the sets. So P union Q complement. P union Q complement. So what we do is P union Q complement. The correct answer is H. The member that is not found neither in set P nor Q. So the member that it does not belong in any of these two sets is H. So the answer there, the set is H, just like the way I've written there. Okay. Question 22 is as follows. Find the size of each interior angle of a regular polygon with 15 sides. Okay. So first of all, what we need to do is we need to find, before we find the interior angle, first let's find the size of exterior angle. Okay, so to find the size of exterior angle, we're going to use the formula, which is interior angle is equal to total sum of angles of exterior angles divided by the number of sides. So we know that the total sum of exterior angles is equal to 360 degrees, regardless of the number of side angles, the number of exterior angles. Okay, regardless of that, the total sum is 360 degrees. Then we divide that by the number of sides, which is 15 degrees, which is 15 sides. Okay, then we say 360 divided by 15 will give us the answer, which is 24, and 24 is the size of exterior angles. Okay, now once we've done that, then we can come to finding the size of interior angles. Okay, the size of interior angles, we're going to use a property which is exterior angle plus interior angle of a particular side or corner is equal to 180 degrees. Okay, now since we know the size of exterior angle, which is 24 degrees, so we're going to say we are going to put, where there is exterior, we're going to put 24 degrees, then plus interior angle, which is equal to 180 degrees. Then we're going to put like terms together. So we're going to say interior angle is equal to 180 degrees minus 24 degrees, which will give us 156 degrees. So the size of interior angle of this polygon is 150 degrees. Okay, if you have got questions, you can ask in the comment section. Otherwise, that is the correct answer. Question 23 is as follows. Evaluate 3 to the power of 0 plus 3 to the power of 2. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to write this expression. Then once I've written the expression like that, then I'm going to say, what is the value of 3 raised to the power of 0? That is 1. Any number raised to the power of 0 is equal to 1. That is the rule of indices. Then we say plus 3 raised to the power of 2, that is 3 by 3. Okay, so I say 1 plus 3 by 3 will give us 9. So 1 plus 9. 1 plus 9 will give us 10. So 10 is the correct answer for that question. Okay, so question 24 is, in the following diagram, AB is equal to 20 centimeter, AO is equal to 10 centimeter, and OD is equal to 4 centimeter. Okay, then the actual question is, find the ratio AB to CD in its lowest term. Okay, so for us to find the ratio of these two to its lowest term, so what we should understand is that the side AO and the side OD, they are corresponding. So when you compare AO to OD, we are going to get the ratio which is 10 to 4. Okay, then when we simplify that 10 to 4, we say what number can go into 10 and what number can go into 4. We know that 2 can go in both, so 2 into 10 it will be 5, 2 into 4 it will be 2. Okay, so the ratio of these sides is 5 to 2. Therefore, we can say AB to CD is 5 to 2. That is the ratio. Okay, so basically that is the correct answer. That is AB to CD, the ratio is 5 to 2. Question 25 was as follows. In the diagram, AB is equal to BC, which is equal to 17 centimeters. Angle BDC is equal to 90 degrees, and BD is equal to 8 centimeter. Okay, now the actual question is, calculate the length of AC. Okay, so we should identify the length we want to calculate, that is AC. Okay, so now since this triangle, you can see that the sides are equal, these sides which I'm talking about is AB and BC, they are equal. And then it is a triangle that is, these two triangles are meeting at 90 degrees. That means the length AD and the length DC are also equal. Okay, we should bear that in mind. So to find the length of AC, we are going to use one section of this triangle to get the answer. Now, the only possible side or the only possible triangle that we can use to find the length of AC is triangle BCD. Triangle BCD will help us to find the length of that, because two sides of this triangle are given. And remember, this angle BDC BDC is a right triangle. Same as ABD is also a right triangle. So I'm going to use the triangle BCD to find the length. Once I find the length of DC, I'm going to multiply it by 2 so that I get the length of AC. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use Pythagoras theorem. So I'm going to write hypotenuse squared is equal to adjacent squared plus adjacent squared. Okay, so what is the hypotenuse? The hypotenuse in this triangle BCD is BC, so that is 17 centimeter. I'm going to write 17 centimeter squared, which is equal to what is adjacent, which is BD, is 8 centimeter. So I'm going to say 8 centimeter squared plus adjacent squared, because DC is not given, which is another adjacent. So I'm going to write that. Then once I've done that, then I'm going to evaluate 17 squared, which will give me 289, which will be equal to, I evaluate 8 centimeter squared, which will give me 64 centimeter squared plus adjacent squared. Now once I've done that, I'm going to put the right terms together. So it's going to be 289 centimeter squared minus 64 centimeter squared. Why minus 64? Because 64 centimeter squared has crossed the equal sign and become a negative. So it's going to be minus 64 centimeter squared, which is equal to adjacent. Now once we've done that, then I'm going to find the difference of 289 minus 64. So the difference of 289 and 64 is 225 centimeter squared. Now once I've done this, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to find the square root of 225 25 and the square root of adjacent squared. So the square root of 225 is 15 centimeter and the square root of adjacent squared is adjacent. That means the side which is DC is equal to 15 centimeter. Okay, now once I've found that 15 centimeter, what I'm going to do now, for me to find the length of AC, I'm going to multiply 15 centimeter by 2, which will give me 30 centimeter. So the value of AC, or the length of AC, is equal to 30 centimeter. Okay, so we go to the next question. The matrix F is equal to 9B negative 3 0. Okay, given that 1 over 3 F is equal to 3 negative 1 0 2. Okay, or 3 2 negative 1 0. Find the value of B. Okay, so for us to find the value of B here is this. We just need to know the corresponding product of B. Okay, so the product of B is 2. Okay, the one that is occupying the corresponding position in the product, that is in the answer there, that means that is the one that was quoted. So if you multiply B by 1 over 3, it should give you the answer, which is 2. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ignore everything in this matrix and focus on that expression. So I'm going to come up with an expression which is 1 over 3 multiplied by B is equal to 2. Okay, once I've done that, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to multiply both sides by 3. So I'm going to have 3 multiplied by 1 over 3 multiplied by B, so that I get rid of these 3's and I remain with B on one side of the equal sign. The same thing I'll do to the other side, which is I'm going to multiply 2 by 3. Okay, so that means the 3 on top and the 3 down will cancel each other out. 1 times B will give me B, then 2 times 3 will give me 6. So the correct answer, the value of B is 6. That is the answer. Okay, we go to the next question. Question 27 was as follows. In the following diagram, angle AOB is equal to 105 degrees, angle BOC is equal to 112 degrees, and angle COD is equal to 90 degrees. Okay, then the actual question down here is find the size of the angle marked X. So which one is X on those angles? Is the one I've circled there. That is the angle represented by X. So what is the value of that angle? Okay, so to find the value of that angle, we're going to use a property which is angles on a point add up to 360 degrees. So those angles, they should add up to 360 degrees. So what we're going to do is we're going to come up with an expression like this one, which is X plus 105 degrees plus 112 degrees plus 90 degrees is equal to 360 degrees. Okay, once I've done that, then I'm going to add up these 3 angles that are given. So 105 degrees plus 112 degrees will give us 217 degrees, plus 90 degrees will give us 307 degrees. Then we come up with an expression which is X plus 307 degrees is equal to 360 degrees. Then we put like terms together, then it will be X is equal to 360 degrees minus 307 degrees, which will be, what is the difference of 360 degrees and 307 degrees? The difference is 53 degrees. Therefore, X is equal to 53 degrees. Okay, so basically that is the answer. Okay, question 28 was as follows. The bar chart shows the distribution of marks in a mathematics test in a grade 9 class. So you take time and study the chart, you take time and look at the bar chart, you study, you pay attention, where are the marks, where are the numbers of learners. Those are the things you should observe. Okay, and once you have done that, then you can also take note of the readings on the bar chart. And once you have done that, then you can go to the actual question. How many learners wrote the mathematics test? Okay, the learners that wrote the mathematics test, so we start with marks. Those who got 5 marks were 4. Then what we need to do is we need to find the total of learners from these different marks they got. Okay, so you can see number of learners who got 10 marks, there are 12. Learners who got 15 marks, there are 24. Numbers of learners who got 20 marks, there are 6. So as you can see, this one is going up in between 4 and 8, that is 6. Okay, so you just have to use common sense here. The difference between these numbers is 4. So if it is on the middle of 4 is 2. So 2 plus 4, that would be 6. So that is 6. Then the number of learners who got 25 marks, there are 4. So when you add these numbers, what is the total are you getting? So when we add 4 plus 12 will give us 16. 16 plus 24 will give us 40. 40 plus 6 will give us 46. 46 plus 4 will give us 50. So the number of pupils who wrote the mathematics test were 50. We come to question number 29. The ratio of boys to girls in a school is 7 to 5. If the number of boys is 336, find the number of learners in this school. Okay, if the number of boys is 336, find the number of learners in this school. So first of all, I'm going to show you 2 ways you can find the number of learners in the school, okay, using the ratio of boys. Okay, so first of all, we come up with a ratio which is boys to girls is 7 to 5. Okay, so we can use that to find the total number of boys. So when you put 5 and 7 together, it will give you 12. So this 12 is the ratio for the pupils in the entire school. Okay, so we're going to say 7 to 12. Okay, we come up with a ratio of 7 to 12. That is the number of boys to the total number of learners in school. That is 12. So what we're going to do now is we're going to say what is the value of 7. Okay, the number of boys who have the ratio of 7 is 336. Okay, then the number of learners in school whose the ratio is 12 is not known, so we're going to put x. Then we cross multiply. Then we're going to come up with 7x is equal to 12 times 336. So we multiply 12 by, first of all, we write 7x, then we multiply 12 by 336 will give us 4,332. Then we divide both sides by 7, which will be 7x divided by 7 will give us x. Then 4,032 divided by 7 will give us 576. So 576, this is the number of learners in a school. Okay, the other one is this one proves to be a challenge. The other one is similar, but what you do is you find the number of girls in the school. So you say 7 is the ratio for boys, which is 336. Then the ratio of girls, which is 5, and the number of learners is not known, you put x. Then you cross multiply. Then you come up with 7x is equal to 5 multiplied by 336. Then 7x is equal to 5 by 336 will give us 1,680. Then you divide that by 7. So 7x divided by 7 will give us x. Then 1,680 divided by 7 will give us 240. So the number of girls in school, they are 240. Then when you add 336 plus 240 will give you 576 number of learners. So now you can see that we have found the same totals using different ways. So the correct answer is 576, and that's all. We go to the next question. Okay, question 30 was as follows. The following were the temperature reading over a period of 5 days in a certain town. 38 degrees Celsius, 38 degrees Celsius, 42 degrees Celsius, 37 degrees Celsius, and 40 degrees Celsius. Find the mean temperature. Okay, so you should know that the mean of anything in mathematics, that is the average. The mean is average. So what is the average of the temperature in this area? Okay, so what we need to do is we need to add all these and divide by the number of these items. So what we're going to do is we are going to add them and then count them. So you can see that we're given 5 items here, which is if you can count with me, there are 5 readings here. That is, now we are going to divide the total by 5. So we're going to come up with something like 38 degrees plus 38 degrees plus 42 degrees plus 37 degrees plus 40 degrees divided by 5. So when you add that, it's going to give you, let's add together, 38 plus 38 will give you 76. 76 plus 42, this should give you 118 plus this one should give you 155 plus 40, that will give you 195. Divide by 5. Then when we divide that, it's going to give us 39. So what you can do is, to demonstrate on how to divide, you can say 5 into 19, it will go 3 times, remainder 4. Then 5 into 4, it can't. Then 5 in, so we put 5, this the 5 carry it becomes 45. 5 into 45, it will go 9 times, so that is 39 degrees. That's how we have come up with 39 degrees. Okay, so basically that's how you find the mean. If you have got questions, you can ask in the comment section. Otherwise, that is all I had for you.